Retro Requiem.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Retro Requiem's Trailer Park. I'm Brian Parrott and with me today is Andrew Wagner.
Hey guys.
Dean Yankowski.
Hello.
And we are looking at the first look trailer of Sunset Overdrive. Now, as a big Insomniac fan, I'm really excited for this game. I'll let Dean talk about it first. Dean, please share your thoughts on this trailer.
I haven't played Insomniac Games since Ratchet Deadlock, and I didn't know what to expect from this game, but this game looks really cool. Like, they look like they did badass right. It's over the top, and it doesn't take itself seriously at all, and it just looks like a whole lot of fun with all the, weapons and stuff that they've added in here. Mm-hmm. And they really seem to have polished everything from what we've seen right now.
Insomniac Games are known for two things. Two things that I really love. Amazing guns and a good sense of humor. Yeah. And this game just seems like really have it down. For example, one of the weapons is called the Captain Ahab, and it's because you shoot like a harpoon. Yeah, I guess that's what it's called. What is it? A harpoon? Yeah. It's a harpoon gun, but what the thing you call it is the thing you shoot is called a harpoon too?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a harpoon gun, you fire harpoons.
You know what? Who cares?
It's like a pellet gun, you fire pellets.
You know what, Andrew? That's not always true, okay? Is it called a bullet gun? No, it's not, Andrew. So there.
It's just called a gun.
Exactly.
Because
suck it. I was right. Anyhow.
Water gun.
But this game, it just looks awesome. I can't wait to play it. I love the visual style of it. I love that it's a cool open world concept.
Yeah.
Just overall, we'll break down more things throughout the trailer, but it's pretty great. Andrew, it's all you, buddy.
I'm actually really excited for this. When I first saw it, I was like, this could be good, but it was just a CGI trailer, so I'm like, I need to see gameplay of it, and so I got to see it, and I'm really excited for it now. Because, again, like you said, the weapons are crazy, as we're seeing right now. And, the only thing that's kind of weird is, the mutants, I guess. They're a little funky, but who cares? It's a fun game that you can go around, grind on wires, jump off cars super high, and run on walls.
And shoot things with a living teddy bear.
Yeah. Who doesn't want a living teddy bear?
I feel like this game is like what Saints Row 4 wishes that it was. That game was so just boring and mediocre, and this game looks like it's doing all this over-the-top action right.
Mm-hmm. No, I fully agree with you. I think it reminds me sort of like the way you traverse the environment kind of reminds me of Infamous, and then the over-topness reminds me of Saints Row, and then obviously with the guns and since you were Ratchet and Clank, it just looks like a good combination of things.
Yeah. And
one of the things I love about another game, Arkham City, is that it makes dying worth it. Because when you die in Arkham City, the villains will talk to you. Mm-hmm. And so, one thing they showed in this trailer is the way you die, and, you either, walk out like a mummy, or, they'll throw you out the van like a mob hit or something, and then you drop from the alien ship. I think it's really cool when you make, dying either... There are two types of games. Platformers will make dying, a learning experience. Mm-hmm. So you're not too upset when you die. And then other games, you have to be able to make it, die the right way. I don't know.
They make dying a mechanic. It's like how Dark Souls is. Mm-hmm. You lose your souls, you got to go back. Dying is a integral part of the game. Other game, obviously you don't want to die in any game.
Yeah.
But there are certain games that it is.
You don't mind dying.
Pretty much. Arkham was like that. This game is like that.
Jak and Daxter.
Yeah, Jak and Daxter was like that.
So good.
Dark Souls isn't like that. Don't die in Dark Souls. But yeah, that's the difference. But. Yeah, they I wonder how many there are, because they only, they showed 3, but...
If you showed 3 in the first ever, gameplay trailer...
Yeah. I assume there's going to be at least, quadruple that.
There will be thousands, Steve!
Thousands!
Just endless. There is no way you will see all these animations.
No one will ever see them all.
No. Now,
only the worst player in the world will ever see them.
There was one thing that they said at the beginning that kind of confused me a little bit. Because, right there, you see gore, and, but they're monsters, and they say it's mature. And now I get that. Like I said, there was gore right there. They blew its head off, and there was blood and all that. But do you think that blood and stuff will be the only thing that is mature? Obviously they're going to have the crude humor that Insomniac always has.
When he was just fighting the big... At the end, he starts, a boss fight against this big blimp thing. The blimp thing calls him
Yeah.
There's gonna be
So,
language. There's
yeah, I
gonna be
think the language.
violence. There's gonna be crude humor, but I don't think there's gonna be any sexual or like mature themes.
Yeah.
Nah.
That would just be stupid in a game like this.
Yeah.
Like really, you made a game that looked good. Stupid. Good job.
I mean, as far as even the gore, is overblown. Just the explosions, they just turn to puddles.
That one street was called Bushido Boulevard.
I didn't notice that.
No, that's pretty cool. He like went by the sign or whatever. No, but God, I was gonna like mention something in the trailer. I can't remember what it was now.
The faction. I don't know.
Oh, okay. This is the reason I don't drink energy drinks.
Of
It's because it
course.
turns you into a super mutant monster.
But it turned those people into super mutant hero things.
No, I think
Super
those
mutants.
people who like didn't drink the energy drink.
So then how'd they get superpowers?
They don't have to explain it. Dean, it's magic.
But they
No, I think I agree with Dean here.
I think it affected most people this way, but then other people get like the powers. That one concept for an enemy totally looked like Aiden Pierce from Watch Dogs.
It did. I was seeing the same thing.
Aiden Pierce is their number one enemy.
He owns Fizco.
Yo, they can have a crossover. Just some random character.
Of course.
Aiden Pierce.
My
He like
bowling
just gives
ball.
the whole city a blackout.
Yo, you know what they need to do? If you die, at one point, Spyro needs to come in and give you a ride. He's like, oh, see you later. And then Ratchet and Clank just come drop you off in their spaceship. That'd be really cool.
It would be definitely cool to see, interactions with their other games.
And the type of game this is, like, who cares? Like, you know what I mean? At that point.
Like, even if you got, like, I want to get, like, the Rhino in this game.
I can see a Chimera looking enemy.
From,
Resistance.
yeah. That'd be cool.
These chimeras basically look like that with like 4 eyes and like
Yeah. Darker
weird,
skin.
yeah, like a weird jetpack thing on their back.
Well, they don't have skin, they have exoskeleton.
I don't know how they're able to jump on cars, but I don't care. I do not care. It just looks really like this is a game, and me and Andrew kind of talked about it a little bit, where if they have online co-op, like you're just gonna love this game. And we know you can play online, but we don't know if you're gonna be able to actually progress through your story online, or if you'll just play like I guess Watch Dogs, where it's like just the open world online and there's like game modes and stuff. But either way, like playing online with other people just seems like a great game to play.
I've been wondering this whole time what the HUD will look like for this game.
I think it's gonna be very minimum.
I mean, I don't doubt that, but I just mean, because they don't have it at all, so, I wonder what they'll have is what I mean, like, certain games it's just, like, you hate because it's, like, Ratchet and Clank is good with it as far as, like, ammo, but, some games it's just, like, you can only hold, 40 shots for this, and it's awful. I mean, this game, I do very highly doubt stuff like that will be a problem, but I'm always interested to see what HUD looks like in games.
Going forward, if it does well, this could be actually like a decent franchise for Microsoft going forward to have like Sunset Overdrive 2, Sunset Overdrive 3.
I mean, I obviously have no idea what happens in the story besides how it starts.
Yeah.
I don't think the story really matters here.
Yeah.
I mean, that's true, but Insomniac, what they have with Ratchet and Clank, the stories were not really connected, but at least not the first 4 games, but they, the characters that mattered was Ratchet and Clank, and it was, about their adventures through all this stuff.
Yeah.
But this one, do you play, because you said the characters are fully customizable.
No, I don't think you play as like a specific character.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Which may like long term be a shortfall of this game.
Yeah.
Is that Ratchet and Clank, like the stories really didn't, whatever you were doing really didn't matter, but there was such character development in those stories. Like in the recent one, you were looking for like the last Lombax other than yourself because Ratchet's the last of his species.
Yeah.
Or in the first game, Clank is just one robot kind of crapped out of this machine, and he's sort of discovering his self-worth along with like Ratchet.
Or even just seeing how Captain Quark's a little
yeah. Oh, Captain Quark sucks. But he's so awesome, though. So you can't help but love him. Something we do need to mention is a reason why this is an Xbox One exclusive is because apparently PlayStation wanted the rights to this IP and they wanted like more control over it than Insomniac was willing to give up. And so to keep artistic control going forward, they sort of partnered with Microsoft. And we've talked about this like repeatedly, how there is really nothing to play on the PS4 right now. This game, like maybe like Insomniac, one of our flagship franchises. If this would have been like not cross-platform, but multi-platform, maybe Sony, obviously Sony would have sold it a little bit more. But this may actually come back to bite Sony in the ass going forward.
This is definitely, I don't know why. I don't know what stage the game was in when this took place, but if it was any kind of level of completion like this at all, then I don't see why that they would push them so hard that they would completely abandon them. Because, you know, you would want this game. This is a very well-made game. This just looks like a great game, and they're Insomniac, so they've been with you forever, so I don't know why you would abandon them, or just, like I said, just push them too hard.
I'm pretty sure it was just like, hey, we kind of want some rights, so if you ever go on to do something else, we can make Sunset Overdrive games without you, and they're like, I don't know about that. Microsoft was like, hey guys,
I don't know
do you want full control over your IP?
See, I don't know.
Come with us.
I feel like Sony, on certain things, Sony just gets so pushy. Like, they want what they want, and then, you're right, it might not have been that hard, but, you know, when it's like, give us this, or, you know, we want to do this. Basically, we were not going to pay you unless you give us all this control. And then Sony or Microsoft comes along, just like, you can do whatever you want. It was it's ours.
Just Xbox One only.
That's what I mean. It's whatever you do, it belongs to us, but you can do whatever you want. Yeah. So of course that's the deal you're going to take.
And I think maybe they, you know, learned from their experience with Spyro. That Spyro was an IP they lost, and like maybe they wanted to make more Spyro games back in the day, and they never got that chance.
And then they ended up pushing too hard here, whatever happened, and now they've lost another one.
I miss Spyro.
I really do.
It's a great game. I was just watching.
You can play Skylanders.
Oh, shut up. Okay, this is gonna do it for our trailer park. Remember to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube page to see more awesome trailer parks. And come back to RetroGame.com to read later, much later, because I don't know, does this game have a release date yet?
Fall.
2014.
Fall 2014. It's in the freaking trailer that we're talking about.
Like,
I don't know.
That you weren't looking at the moment.
No, hopefully when it comes out, we have a review waiting for you guys. And then some gameplay too. Who knows? It's in the future. There might have been a giant comet, and it might just fly through the ceiling and just kill us all right now.
Probably.
Oh, no! Yeah, we all looked up.
You're dead.
Man, he slides down that and runs down that wall so fast, just like Jimmy John's.
You just had to put it in the video. There couldn't be one. There couldn't be one that didn't mention mother Jimmy John.
Okay, guys, we're going to Jimmy John's. Bye.
Man, I could go for Jimmy John's right now.
Retro Requiem.